The good old days, when men were men and women were women, when people treated each other a little bit more civilly. A simpler time. Didn't have to worry so much about what your child was watching on TV. Could leave the door unlocked at nighttime, not having to worry about stealing all your stuff. One of those times when maybe your grandma was a child, or maybe your mother, depending on your age. But let's see how far we've evolved since then. Let's see if we've become a better people. Let's see how much we've evolved since those old days. Oh boy. They want to be men. Okay. Acting like men. Or actually more like acting like brute beasts. I think the chivalry has gone out the window with the men and the women at this point. And now the women are behaving like brute beasts, along with the men. Oh my goodness. Slight change from the 50s and 60s here. Slight change. Yeah, this is good stuff.
It's 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. A woman swings a bag at a bus marshal, then calls for a heavier weapon.
Wow. Whatever happened to women? Real women? Man, this is just messed up. What in blazes is this? Is this like a herd of cattle? Or are these human beings that don't know how to act right? Allegedly for the Christmas, Black Friday, little stampede here, I guess. Yeah, whatever happened to love and peace on earth and goodwill towards all men? Apparently that sort of went out the window as well. It looks more like we kind of forgot what it means to love our neighbor as ourselves. And I don't know if we would call this a normal society anymore. What has happened to America? Is there something in the water? Are we being intentionally dumbed down? Could it have something to do with them taking God out of schools? Is this why we are the way we are now? Something is clearly wrong with this picture. Is it even possible to return to these old days where people treated each other with respect and they did unto others as they would have done unto them? Would a man ever do this today? Put his coat down for a woman to walk through a puddle? Can you even imagine that? What caused our nation and our world to descend into such utter madness? Where all men are pigs and women are equal to men? Or could it be TV brainwashing with all the degenerate programming and mind-numbing idiocy that we see these days as series and TV reality shows? Or could it be taking God out of school, which seemed to be one of the major factors in all these statistics of divorce going up, just everything going awry? Or could it have something to do with multiculturalism and political correctness, which has led to countries like Sweden, endemic with so many immigrants to the country, and just assuming that the ideology has no effect on culture? What could it be? Did it really make sense to take God out of schools? Did it really make sense to replace common sense with all this idiocy that we see today? Was it wise for us to continually watch programs that taught us degenerate values and took away our morals? Could it have something to do with just all these isms? Particularly this one, which was created by communists to dismantle America and its morality. Could it have something to do with that? Am I saying that America was perfect back then? No, I'm not. There was actually many things that were wrong in that time, and certain people were held down. I do believe women were held down in certain respects back then. And the question was, why did everything else go out the window when these things were corrected? I think it was because of the media. The media, everybody just believed whatever the newsman said went. And I think the problem was there was a certain sway where when these changes were brought into effect, many other bad changes were brought into effect at the same time. People basically started questioning their entire belief systems and society's structure. They started questioning many other things. Now, certain things were fixed. You know, African Americans were given equal rights. Women were obviously receiving more equal treatment. But then what happened after they did receive equal treatment? After Martin Luther King, what happened? We had charlatans come forth, like the Reverend Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, to play as if there is still some sort of divide, playing the Hegelian dialectic on us and causing us to believe lies. And we had this twist of a change to make all of society start to question everything rather than just question those things that we knew were wrong. And because of this, America went down a really dark road. A road which led us to where we're at today.